様、今日はお越しくださいましてありがとうございます。私も今映画を見たばかりでございます。実は2度目になるんですけれども、もう今もう胸がいっぱいで、もう本当に感動しまして、そしてまずその気持ちをお二人にお伝えしたいと思うんですけど、よろしいですか。
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us here. I'm also very humbled to be here in this amazing environment and with all of you. So thank you to all of you for coming here and being a part of this. And I think seeing this movie is very emotional because it's a very personal story for my father. But anybody that watches it can see themselves in it and can understand the story and can identify. It's about someone who has a vision of a better life, somebody who is in the details and wants to build something and can survive failure, but has a balance in their life. It's about work and trying to build success, but it's not about building a life around money. It's about building a culture, building a community, building a family at work and at home. And you can see this balance, and it's beautiful. The thing that I think is moving for me, and what most of you wouldn't realize, is that this was a movie that took many years to make, because my father had been approached by many filmmakers and did not want to make a documentary. He didn't feel he had a story to tell. He didn't feel that there was a movie here. And he was okay with that. And I begged him to make this movie because I thought it was important to share his story. And I thought while he was being very humble, if we didn't have it captured, you wouldn't know it. And it would be a shame for people all around the world and new generations not to understand who Ralph Lauren is. And because it's something that creates real inspiration. And I hope that, you know, this is a movie that my family will treasure, and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, but also something that would remind people that you can do anything. Anybody can do anything. What's so spectacular about Ralph Lauren is that he didn't go to fashion school. He didn't know what a designer was. He just had a vision of a life he wanted to live, and he invited everyone in a very democratic way to be a part of his narrative. And that's unusual. And he was able, through clothes and through clothing, to tell a story of the life that he thought everyone could connect with. And it's remarkable to see how generations can identify with that, because it's got a soul. There's meaning and values in what he's doing. He's not making clothes. He's not knitting, and he's creating something that is much more meaningful about life. And we often say, what is Ralph Lauren doing? He is creating a way of living. And there's something very meaningful and deep in that. At the same time, it's quite simple.
今映画を拝見して、私たちラルフ・ローレンさんにすごく詳しくなった気がしてるんですけど、デイビッドさんしか見ることのできない家の中といいますか、プライベートの、環境でのラルフ・ローレンさん、何か秘密を明かしていただくことはできますか。こんな一面もあるんだよみたいな、いかがでしょう。
I think the movie does a nice job of catching the spirit, what he's like. He's very funny, but he's shy. When he's doing his work, he's very focused, but he's not myopic. He's looking at the bigger picture. He believes in family, and that's the most important thing for him. As a child, you know, it was amazing because he'd be working on a fashion show, but every night, even if it was at 3 o'clock in the morning, I would hear him coming in, And he'd come in, he'd look tired, and I'd wake up and we'd go play ping pong. We'd be playing ping pong in the middle of the night, and that's what we did. And then he'd go to sleep and get up and go back to work on his show. So it was always about happiness and having fun and doing things that you wouldn't expect of a fashion designer. In the cliche, he was home and he wanted to share everything he was doing with us.
森さんもとってもあったかい家庭に育たれて、私たちもちょっと存じ上げているようなことですけども、そこで美しい世界をね築き出すお仕事をされてます。今後今また伝統工芸にもね光さん取り組んでいらっしゃいますけど、なんか通じるものというかお感じになったことってありますか？
私そうね、工芸の世界にすごく惹かれた理由もそういう飾り立てることではなくて、もちろん技テクニックも素晴らしいんですけど、その奥にある精神性、その生き方っていうのが職人さんが体現されていて、自然と向き合うその心だったり、その自然の移ろいを細やかにキャッチするっていうことは、生きるに感謝をして生きることを楽しんでギフトをめでてっていうことじゃないとなかなか日々見過ごしてしまうことかもしれないんですけど、今回のやっぱりルーフローレンの生き方を垣間見ることができて、やはり世界共通言語であるし、家族っていうところのこのベースがいろんな力に変換させてくれるんだなって、やっぱりとてつもないこのパワーが溢れてるコミュニティなんだなっていうところを再確認しましたし、
デイビッドさん日本文化といいますか、何度も日本にいらしていて、日本の文化というか日本の生活とかライフスタイルどう思われてます？
I think it's an extraordinary culture, and there are very few places on earth where when you land in a place you feel a certain you've arrived in a place that's totally different. There's so much that's happened around the world where everybody looks the same. The same restaurants, the same clothes, the same things. But Japan has adopted some of those things from around the world and made them their own. So Japan just has such a unique sensibility and love of craft and love of nature and love of each other and respect. Those are traits and traditions and sensibilities that should never be lost. But in Japan, it seems very strong. And so we recognize it as something very special.
ありがとうございます。